Today is yet another one of those days where we have some really fun, just enjoying what we have in Red Dead Online. Everything in this beautiful open world. And today we're going to be checking out the False Hopes and Prophecy Telegram mission on Ruthless difficulty. This is the Halloween Telegram from last year that was released into the game. You can play it on Standard, Hard, and Ruthless. It's Halloween and spooky themed. It's really fun. Like I said, that is exactly what we're going to be doing today, just to see how much gold, money, and XP we can make while we play this. So I leveled it up to Standard and Hard earlier on stream over on my Twitch channel, and now we're going to be checking it out with a live gameplay, like I said, on Ruthless difficulty. So I hope you guys go on to enjoy. I needed to actually turn on the in-game music because this mission just has an amazing soundtrack to it. It's absolutely awesome. Considering it's on Ruthless difficulty as well, actually, it would behoove me to take my potent health cure along with a minty big game. But this mission, basically, just kind of summarizing it here before we actually get into it, it's sort of like a multi-part mission. The mission isn't multi-parts. There's not multiple parts to the mission, but there's like multiple chapters to this singular mission you're doing itself, with multiple groups of enemies to fight off, and so it'll take you about 10 to 15 minutes. Especially in Ruthless difficulty, you got to take it a little bit slower, but I love it. You have the 7th generation cult. This is just one of those cults from the game, and basically one of the factions in this game where we didn't really get to see much of them. Rockstar kind of introduced this and introduced us to these characters, especially Virgil Shepard Edwards, when the Bounty Hunter expansion came out. We got the infamous bounties, we got the 3 new legendaries, and then we didn't really go anywhere with the 7th generation cult after that. What ended up happening was we actually got the Skelding's contract telegram mission which dealt with them a little bit, and then we got this Halloween one last year, and so Rockstar brought it back for this year. Of course, I think a lot of players wanted to see a new one. I was actually a little bit hopeful that we were going to get a new one, considering we got 3 new telegram missions this year. But we didn't have any leaks that there was going to be a separate new Halloween telegram as well, bringing the total that came out with the new hardcore telegrams that came out in August. Instead of 3, we would have gotten 4, because of course we have this Halloween one. But, you know, we got this one again. I wish that, you know, of course, like I said, we got a new one, but I will take this for right now because it is fun. You're probably wondering why exactly I'm not bolusing this guy or lassoing him. You can't. I mean, you could try, you're just gonna miss. Nice, daily challenge done. I think we're on like week 3 of our streak here too. Yeah, 14 out of 21. So we're moving into week 3 here. Now we're approaching like the next segment of this mission, where this guy is gonna basically like vanish, and then we gotta start fighting off groups of enemies. And you need to watch out because there's gonna be a cougar that spawns here, a 3-star cougar. It'll do a lot of damage on you. It'll rip you to shreds. And then we also have to fight off enemies with hatchets that one-hit melee you. Since this is Ruthless difficulty, you really need to be careful because, of course, you get meleeed, you get locked in that animation, you're toast. You don't want that to happen. So what I recommend while you're on this mission, keep your distance, keep moving. I know it's probably tempting to run right up to some enemies, but you got to be careful. At least the enemies with the machetes, you got to be careful on, because you do not want these guys to melee you. Of course, you know, if you shoot them once, they're probably going to stumble, stagger, and fall. But rule of thumb, word of advice, keep your distance. I feel like that's going to be the biggest tip I have, besides, like, if you need the help, spam tonics, things like that. We should get a cougar that's spawning here. I don't know exactly. I thought it happened before the waves of enemies, but maybe it happens during one of these waves. On my live streams on Standard and Hard mode, I was pretty sure, if I can recall, it happened right away. Let's see. Let's keep an eye out here. Just a couple of normal enemies. Not too big of a deal. I'm using the semi-auto shotgun just to kind of switch it up. I would probably be better off using the pump action or something like a repeating shotgun, but this one will do for right now. Let's see. So now we got to find the idol. Okay, so the cougar or the panther didn't spawn just yet. Maybe it's at the next. Oh, maybe it is at the next one, actually. Now we got to capture the cult leader. We got to basically chase him. So I'll probably just speed this part up. All we need to do is basically follow his tracks to the next location in the mission. Approaching the next location here. My character's basically out of stamina, but no big deal now because, of course, like I said, we don't need to really run anywhere. You're doing the same thing. Oh, see, the cougar just got me. Now, I need to make sure I spam a tonic and get ready. And there we go. So that's what you got to watch out for right there. That was very close. Let's make sure I didn't see that. Okay, so it's the second group of enemies. Wait, where's my health cure? Oh, it's just glitched. So I need to take my minty big game. But I think I'm gonna spam Deadeye right now just to make sure. Well, let's just rotate through here, I guess. I'm looking for my minty big game. Where are you? Oregano, minty big game. There you go. I'd rather have it on my weapon wheel for this mission. He saw me just like spin in circles right there. I don't know if you guys ever noticed that, but sometimes your health cores will glitch. Or your health ring, I should say. If you spam a tonic and you get shot at the same time while your health ring is being fortified, it'll glitch out and it'll show that you have absolutely no health. No health ring, that is. And obviously that's not true. It's still fortified. The effect isn't glitched. It's just the visual representation of it. But the one thing you gotta watch out for is you don't know actually how much health you have at that point. So you either gotta keep spamming tonics, or you could actually just fortify your health core, and then that'll bring your health ring back. It'll essentially like unglitch it. I don't know if that happens for you guys on Xbox or PlayStation, but it sure happens for me on PC every now and again. Buddy. Let's watch out here, because we are... Oh yeah. So this is the other thing that I forgot to mention. Since we're in the middle of this mission now, is you have the buckethead enemies to fight. It's basically like Call to Arms all over again. You got to fight all those enemies. So I probably should have mentioned that you should maybe save a bit of your shotgun ammo, because obviously I'm here wasting it all before we even fight these guys. But nonetheless, I mean, it's not too bad. You could throw dynamite at them if you want. They're not as bad as fighting Virgil Edwards during that legendary bounty that you do, but they still do, or they still have quite a bit of health, and they still deal, obviously, the same amount of damage if you're doing it on Ruthless difficulty or even tier 5. I actually think Ruthless difficulty, the enemies do a little bit more damage than if you're just fighting them on tier 5. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comments about that, how you feel. I kind of think, and I'm under the impression that Ruthless difficulty content is a little bit easier to die on than tier 5 legendary bounties, or 5-star legendary bounties, I guess is the right word for them. So let's grab another idol, and now let's capture the cult leader. Same thing, we basically got to follow him to our last checkpoint here, and then we got to take down Virgil Edwards all over again, take this guy to jail, and the mission will be over. All right, final cluster of enemies here. We can't actually do anything with these guys just yet. Same thing, gonna burst into flames. And now we have a bunch of Virgil Edwards to fight. Virgil Shepherd Edwards, I should say. Really funny. He's got the same amount of health as the bounty. And now I'm kind of thinking I messed up and I should have had the pump action or the repeating shotgun, just because the semi-auto is not really accurate. So you might as well just have a shotgun with higher accuracy than this. The fire rate isn't even that much faster either, unless you're hip firing, so... Maybe I messed up. I mean, we're fine. We're gonna pass the mission, but just me kind of rambling here off the top of my head, commentating out loud my live thoughts. What guns do you guys usually use in Red Dead Online? I'm almost using my stereotypical loadout of either Navy revolvers and Lamats, Lancaster repeater, and then I'm usually using the pump action or the repeating shotgun, but this time I decided to opt for the semi-auto shotgun, like I said. Let's just headshot him a bunch. I think we'll probably, maybe we can even hip fire with the Lancaster too. Yeah, there we go. One more. Hip fire just for that better fire rate. I could aim for the head, but usually then I end up just missing more shots, so I don't really bother all too often. Here we go. Now we got to defeat Shepherd Edwards again. This is the boss that, of course, you take down in that one legendary bounty under the same name, and he has the same amount of health. So he's got that repeating shotgun. Keep your distance because he's going to melt you otherwise. And here's where you want to save your ammo. We'll be able to kill him well before we use all, 35 shots remaining in this shotgun. But just in case, you're using a lot of extra ammo for those other enemies on the rest of the mission that happened before this, then you want to make sure you have enough saved up. So he's basically about dead. A couple more headshots. Let's see. There we go. We defeated him. And here's the guy we got to take to jail. And that is exactly what we are gonna do. But of course, I want to see the maximum amount of gold and money we're gonna make on this mission. So I think we are gonna wait the 30 minutes. You could wait the 12 minutes for, you know, the stereotypical and what I recommend the perfect amount of gold, the optimal amount of gold, which is 32 gold nuggets. We would basically spend the next minute and a half running back to the jail anyway, but I want to make sure that we get the max payment. So we're gonna wait the half hour. I'm gonna set a timer on your phone, or on my phone, and then we will be back to get the max payout in just a little bit. Well, we are good to go with that timer, so might as well turn in our cult leader to Skelding's man. I think for the entirety of this live gameplay, I think I was saying, whenever I was referring to this guy, that I was bringing him to jail. I mean, there is a jail wagon right there, but I don't think they're going to be bringing him to jail. I think Skelding's man is going to be having his way with that guy, probably torture the heck out of him. But either way, we're going to make some good gold and money for this mission. So I can't wait to get back into the free room to see just how much it is. All right, 1,081 XP, $59. And I actually didn't get to see the amount of gold, but it's probably going to be the gold cap that you can get per mission, which is 48 gold nuggets. So nothing too fantastic. Of course, you're going to be making more money from blood money opportunities as well as legendary bounties, as long as you get them up to the higher star difficulties. But that is pretty decent for one of these Halloween telegrams. And just honestly, you know, you shouldn't be doing this for the money anyway. Telegrams aren't one of the meta ways to make money, but telegrams are one of the more fun types of missions that we have in this game, especially this limited time offer of this Halloween one. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed the video today. And if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you are new to my channel and you want to stay up to date with all the best Red Dead Online and Rockstar Games content, then please consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing we post here on the channel. We consistently talk about updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even links, and we will keep you guys updated here on the channel daily. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube. You're more than welcome to ask me any questions on those platforms. You can follow me at HazardousHDTV, and all of my social media links can be found in the description down below. Thank you all so much for watching, everyone. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next Red Dead Online video. Also, keep in mind, we have 3 new Call to Arms maps coming out on Tuesday, plus an additional 3 new Dead of Night maps. So we're going to have a total of 10 Halloween Call to Arms maps in the rotation, as well as I think a total of 9 Dead of Night maps now. So that's going to be pretty awesome. I hope you guys enjoy and continue to enjoy this Halloween season in Red Dead Online, and I'll see you guys later.